Beatrice arrived at St. James's Palace in mid-May 2026 for a meeting that lasted exactly 90 minutes. The visit left no trace on the court circular. While tourists pay to enter these state apartments, Beatrice is there to fulfill a specific, unwritten function. She is the one who stands between the crown's image and the public record of her parents. The work is practical. Her sister Eugenie remains at home, isolated by the timing of her third pregnancy. Beatrice manages the flow of information to ensure the news cycle stops at the doorstep. The stakes shifted with the birth of Athena Mapelli Mozzi in the newest generation in 2025. For Beatrice, the task is no longer about defending the past. It is about the nursery. She is the filter through which these children will eventually view their family history. It is a quiet effort to ensure the legal documents of the parents do not define the lives of the daughters. The next appointment is already set. The British Heart Foundation removed Sarah Ferguson from its list of patrons in late 2025. It was a public erasure. The charity sector no longer accepts the risk her name carries. This mimics the 1950s, when Princess Margaret acted as a lightning rod for Elizabeth II. Margaret absorbed the scandal, so the sovereign remained untouched. Beatrice is now recreating this perimeter. The objective is the succession. For the children in the Mapelli Mozzi nursery, safety depends on a clean ledger. Beatrice is decoupling their future from their grandmother's legal history. £50,000 was the reported nightly cost of the social engagements now under scrutiny. For Beatrice, these figures are a threat to her children's rank. The next ledger remains empty. £50,000 is the nightly hotel rate recorded in the May 2026 biography of the Duchess of York. This was the cost for the suites where Sarah Ferguson met Sean Combs in 2004, following an introduction by Ghislaine Maxwell. The security dossiers at St. James's Palace do not prioritize these receipts. They focus on the manifest of a yacht deck in 2006. A 16-year-old Princess Eugenie is recorded as a guest at a party hosted by Combs in Saint-Tropez. A transcript of a 2011 interview where Combs states his interest in the York sisters is now stored in the same archive as his federal conviction. Beatrice has a confirmed appointment to discuss these files with the King's private secretary. The entry in the diary is listed as correspondence. No legal counsel is permitted to attend. Beatrice arrives at the side entrance holding a leather portfolio containing the 2006 guest list. She pauses at the door. The clock strikes 10. The silence from Kensington Palace is now structural. Prince William has implemented a cold watch, the total suspension of informal communication with the York sisters. For Beatrice, the internal phone lines that once bypassed protocol are dead. The isolation of Prince Andrew is a geographic reality. Since his arrest in February 2026, he has been confined to Marsh Farm, stripped of the last vestiges of his life at Royal Lodge. He is no longer a participant in the family's survival. He is a legal case to be managed. Beatrice responded with a public gesture. On May 8, 2026, the sisters attended a party for Taylor Swift. It was a calculated display of independent social capital, signaling that their status no longer depends on the king's approval. The counter move sits at St. James's. A formal ultimatum demands total silence through 2026. The price is erasure from the Royal Ascot and Garden Party guest lists. The deadline is 48 hours away. Beatrice's portfolio remains closed. Is William's cold watch a necessary defense of the crown, or is he creating a rival court? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for the next chapter.